What is up, YouTubers? Welcome back to my 5D journey. My name is Lucas, and I'm here talking about how to expand our consciousness into a higher self, right? I talk a lot about myself and my personal experiences, and I'm doing that because a lot of times people go on and on and on, but we should change, and we're like, okay, yeah, I know. But then we don't have these stories that connect us, and I feel like I tell these stories because I want you to feel connected to me, because honestly, I grew up incredibly egotistical. Okay, I didn't realize how incredibly intense my ego was until really my mid-20s. And all of a sudden I was like, wow, I'm kind of selfish. Just kind of selfish. I'm kind of a narcissist. I'm kind of led by physical things. And it was all these kind of small things that were happening to me. And as I became more and more aware, I was like, wow, I'm really selfish. I'm really narcissistic. I need to work on this. Well, today I'm going to talk about energy conservation. Okay, and I'm going to go with the first one, which is something you can do every single day that you can conserve energy easily. We all drive almost every single day. Okay, in my Honda Pilot, okay, I think it's considered a mid-size SUV. The average gas mileage I was getting is 20 miles to the gallon. I'd occasionally touch 21, but normally it was 20 miles to the gallon. So I did this thing where I realized, I accelerate really quickly and I brake pretty fast. And I thought, I'm burning a lot of energy by getting the car up to a fast speed quickly, and then I'm losing a lot of energy by stopping it suddenly. So I started doing this thing about a month ago where I would accelerate and I would not let my RPMs get past like 1.5 or 2. So you have to go relatively slowly, and let me tell you, people are gonna pass you because they're like, what are you doing? So make sure you're in the right-hand lane or the left-hand lane if you're in Europe. So I started doing that. And I saw my gas mileage go from about 20, 21 to 24, 25. And then one day I was on a hill, and it was a long hill. Like, we had a lot of hill. I was exiting off of University and Chisholm Trail Parkway. And I realized if I just put my car in neutral, the thing would drop down. And it dropped from like 2 RPM all the way down to like 0.6 RPM. And I just coasted. I coasted my car for a good like 2 blocks. And it slowly, and there was no one behind me, and it slowly came down to a stop without using brakes, almost to a red light. And I was like, wow, I must have gained a lot of gas mileage. I now get 26 miles to the gallon. The other day I was driving, I just got a tank of gas, and I went over to Dallas, and I drove behind a semi, which, by the way, if you don't know what drafting is and they do it in like car races, you can do it behind semis. You can get behind semis at like, healthy length away and draft and not have wind resistance. I got 30 miles to the gallon. 30. That's 10 more than normal. So all this stuff's happening, and I'm like, wow. And so I start doing the math, and I was like, well, if I have a 20-gallon tank and I'm getting 5 gallons, 5 miles per gallon more on average, what is that? It's 100 miles a tank I was getting. Okay, I normally get about 4 tanks a month. And all of a sudden I realized, oh my gosh, I just totally swiped off an entire tank. And a month. That's $30, $40 a month. If it was $40 a month, 12 months a year, that's $500 that I'm saving by not being in a hurry, by taking my time. And the extra added bonus of all of it is that I don't find myself stressed out anymore. Like, I remember I used to always look at the GPS. You're going to arrive at 5:02, and I would speed and weave in and out of cars and all this stuff, and I would arrive at 4:57. I would save 5 minutes of my time to lose $40 a month. Like, what is that? Like, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, wow. And my stress level went down, and everything's just amazing. And so energy conservation is key. And that's a physical thing, and I feel like many people are still about the physical conservations because they want to save physical money. But like the emotional stress that I wouldn't call it saving stress because it's not coming in and going anywhere. It's just not coming in. It's amazing. It's amazing. $500 a year, less stress. I might have to leave 5 minutes earlier, but man, it's good. L to the fifth.